Up next, we have sophomore Mena, who will share his thoughts on the diversity of our school. De La Salle is the #1 most diverse private school in Oregon.
Hello everyone, my name is Mena. I am a sophomore here at De La Salle. I wanted to share a poem I wrote last year when I was a freshman. To this day, this poem really resonates with me and is an honor to be able to share it with you. I call it The Flower Hispanic. Being Hispanic, being different than the white faces I grew up with, I feel as if I'm like a flower. I feel like every Hispanic is like a flower. There are multiple kinds, but people call us the same thing, a flower. And the only people that would call the flower by a specific name are the people that only care for that flower. But if the person does not care for the dandelion, they will just call it a flower, or even worse, a weed. Out of my class of 50 kids in 8th grade, 88% of them were white. I was the only Latino in my whole grade. Every day I was surrounded by racist jokes from my conservative peers, homophobia from my teachers, and through all of this and more, I was alone. I have been in that school for 9 years, and throughout all those years, I couldn't talk to my parents about it, because when they were my age, they were living in Ecuador and Chile, going to school with people that looked like them, with teachers that looked like them. I was the weed in that school. I was treated like I don't belong and that I was better off going back to Mexico. But little did they know, I was South American. I first heard about De La Salle when I was in 6th grade. Student ambassadors came and spoke at my school. Sure, they stood out like a sore thumb, having diverse spokespeople in an all-white school, but they were still confident and presented their school with pride to an audience that seemed to not care. I shadowed here in 8th grade as well. Shadowing here was the best day of my whole year. I walked into school and I heard Spanish being spoken, and it was like music to my ears. It sounded like God sent a choir of angels to serenade me to sleep. I knew I couldn't wait for freshman year. This school has motivated me to share my story and to keep sharing it because it can only get bigger. I finally have friends that look like me. I finally have peers who speak my first language. I'm finally home. This is the most diverse private high school in all of Oregon, and we show it every day. When you walk through the halls of the school, you see what I mean. But not only because of diversity, but because of the relationships that we have formed, because of all of us were given the opportunity to make an impact on each other. For example, without my relationships here at De La Salle, I would not be able to say that I am a part of the NAACP Youth Council. My classmates helped me get to where I am today. Classmates who I call friends. Thank you.